see. I wonder. You know, I'm concerned every day about my freedom of religion, freedom of spirituality, freedom of belief. Because every day, uh, far right people are trying to impose their will. Oh, yeah, man. The question is, what do you do about it? That's the question. That is the question. Who knows? Maybe I was a Catholic or a Christian in a past life. Now I have to be a hated person myself. Again, the question is, what do you do about it? I mean, like, that's the question is, what do you do about it? What do you do about the increasing fascism? Left-wing fascism, right-wing fascism. Of course, you can't really blame the followers of certain religions because they've been their books tell them to do these things. You know what I mean? Their books tell them to act the way they do. But again, the books on the left wing tell everybody that certain groups are eternal oppressors. So, seems like there's not a whole lot of common sense these days. Capitalism and communism both have their benefits. It's completely irrelevant, but it's true. Communism and capitalism have their benefits. To me, I think you have to blend everything together. That's how I am. I mean, in Judaism, they have what's called the dark inclination. Every human has light and dark in them. That's just the way it is. Okay? Like, yeah, it's. Seeing as humans predate. I mean, okay, I'm tired of trying to force my beliefs down people's throats because I realize that when they do it to me, it's a different thing, but I'm not going to say that this is the case, but don't you think that since humans predate the Bible, that their biological impulses of evil have already been imprinted into their DNA? Long before the Bible was written? Not going to say this is the case because you may believe otherwise, but the sun. Some say it predates the Earth. I mean, there's scientific evidence that it predates Earth, and if I'm not mistaken, the Bible says that Earth came first. God created Earth first. So I'm not going to say this is the case, but wouldn't that... I'm not going to say this is the case, but there's a bunch of things that are contradictory in all religions. Like, I mean, in one religious faith, spiritual faith, the mother goddess is of the earth, and the father, the sky father, the father is of the sky. But in another, it's the mother is of the sky, and the father is of the earth. So then you've got like 1,000 different interpretations of the Bible, 1,000 different faiths of the Bible, of Christianity. New religions being formed every day. So, like, it just adds to the confusion. I'm in the camp that we almost can't know the truth. So it's silly to try. I mean, can't know the truth, but you can do what makes you comfortable for the time being. Just be thankful that you live in the time period that you do, because back in the day, witchcraft was, you get fucking killed for being a witch, and or even have any idea of like just romanticizing witchcraft. Like, you just get killed and stoned for doing that shit. Bad times. So, if it happens, it happens. If it happens that certain fascistic things take over, which has a 50% chance of happening. Well, actually, since the coronavirus, it's fucking been minimalized to 30% chance of, like 45% chance of happening. Yeah. There's a bunch of bad things that could happen to Earth. We could all die of COVID, whether we take the vaccine or not. We get hit by an asteroid. World War III could happen, and that's probably going to happen anyway. We could all become slaves, which is another possibility. So enjoy the time you have left because just enjoy life. And any time you're born, any time period you're in, any incarnation you're in, just enjoy life. I mean, I was probably a Christian in a past life, like a really oppressive Christian, right? I mean, I know some of my family members are hardcore Christian. I don't even talk to them. Like, I was Christian. I was like the only person who was not a hardcore Christian was my dad. I've always been. I've always had a. I remember playing SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. I remember creating a character called Soul Stealer. Yeah. So I've always had the dark inclination. It's always been there. Back then I didn't really know much about the afterlife or anything like that. I thought I was going to go to heaven. So I started questioning whether reincarnation was. I started questioning. I started the hypothesis that reincarnation was a possibility when I was 3 years old.